Alright, welcome back everybody. My name is Atris, and today we're playing Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today we're playing against a Terran player named Quebec on the ruins of Ceres. I'm going to go ahead and put it on my player camera. Now, just going to go for a basic standard opening, just as I usually do on all of my videos basically. I'm going to drop a pylon first. Just going to drop it right here by my mineral line, just for a wee bit of added defense, and there's really no need for me to make a wall for the Terran, simply because they all fight at range anyway. So I'm going to drop a pylon first, and then an assimilator at 1516. Excuse me. I already see his SCV, so I know that my opponent's really close. I'm assuming that he's below me, and once my assimilator's done, I'm just gonna go check on him, see what he's doing. I'm gonna drop my first Nexus at 17. Then I'm gonna use him to go scout and confirm where he is. I'm gonna use my next probe to drop the gateway at 17 again, and then start my my probe production again. Now I want to go scout, especially since he's so close. I want to see kind of what he's got as far as what he's going. If he's going to go Reaper opening this close, it might be just fast Reapers, or mass Reapers. I'm sorry. So I really want to get that gas quick and get a couple of defensive pylons really fast, so that I can defend myself. Misclick there, and actually I had to click about 4 times to try and get that going. But I've got my second assimilator down. Just trying to spend my money until I can drop my cybernetics core. Obviously he's got a wall off because I can't just walk up there. But I see on my mini map that he is already attacking me, so I just go up there, just check things out as best I can. Don't see anything else besides that. But pull 3, I'm gonna put them into the other assimilator. I'm gonna drop a cybernetics core, a third defensive pylon, and I'm going to start wow, I can't even think of the word, saturating all the bases. Now I've got my probe back, and I couldn't remember why I rallied, or where he came from, but he was actually rallied from my other Nexus. But like I said, I'm just going to continue on making stuff, and once my Nexus is done, or my cybernetics core is done, I'm gonna make my mothership core. I'm gonna drop another gateway. My plan here is to go air with a wee bit of defense. Just trying to mix it up a wee bit. I'm gonna go Stargate at about 26, 28. Gonna get my warp gate, another gateway. Mothership core's out now, so I'm definitely just gonna make her patrol right there in the middle. Just so that she can go back and forth between any. I haven't seen any Reapers, so I'm not really worried about that. I'm more worried about a more concentrated attack now. So I definitely want to get the Oracle out. One thing I did do in this game that I haven't done in very many other games is sit on the Oracle for like just a wee bit, until I've got a couple of Void Rays out, so I don't tip my hand too fast. I am worried about proxy factory, proxy barracks over there, so I'm just going to drop a couple of pylons over there, more for sight than anything. I'm going to drop a couple of defensive pylons there at my natural. Going to drop my 2 assimilators, I believe just one at a time, but I've got my Oracle coming in. I've got Warp Gate about 3/4 done, and going to drop a second Stargate, just so I can start mass producing those Void Rays. Now you can see from the supply count that I am a wee bit ahead, but almost, well, everything besides that Oracle is oh no, I've made an Adept as well. Don't know why I made the Adept, not sure about that one. But anyway, I've got Oracle out, and like I said, I'm just going to sit on it for a wee bit, just so that so I can have a little bit, not a little bit, just very little time between my Oracle coming in, harassing, and then my Void Rays coming in, so he doesn't have time to recover from the attack. Now, if he just went blind missile turrets, then there's nothing really I can do. But Void Rays can usually rip through buildings pretty quick anyway. But like I said, I've got my Void Rays going in. I've got my second base pretty much fully saturated. Got my warp gates, and I'm just going to warp in Stalkers just every chance I can get, basically. As long as it doesn't stop my ability to make Void Rays. Now I'm going to drop another pylon. Fully saturated in my second base. Looking at my minerals, I'm thinking, okay, well, I've got a few too many. I definitely want to make more, but I definitely want to queue up more Void Rays, to be sure. Because I don't ever want to stop making Void Rays. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you want as many as you can get. Now, I'm always unsure about, you know, when to go, you know, when to do this, when to do that. You know, it's just so different every time. But I'm going to send my Oracle down. I think she's got enough, you know, enough stuff or you know, power to run and do everything. I'm going to drop a two pylons, the Nexus and a third defensive pylon, while still making the Void Rays. He does have a Scout Marine, just to see when I'm taking that third, just so that he knows when to go and do. But you know, I get in there with my Oracle, and you know, she tears some stuff up. I'm just gonna drop two scouts or two stalkers, and they're gonna wipe out that guy. No big deal. I do see that his army's coming in to take care of it, and you know, I run my Oracle away. She gets away pretty well with 7 kills. That's not bad, but immediately gonna try and take out another one. She does end up getting another kill for free there, and just sort of runs away. Now I'm still making Void Rays. As you can see, my my Vespene gas is a wee bit behind. My my main base is getting a little bit too mined out to have all those workers. They're not really doing much, but queue up a few more workers there to sort of get that going, to get my third base going as well. Definitely wanting to expand faster and, you know, just smarter, more than faster. I definitely want to improve when I expand out. You know, how to defend it, how to hold it, and you know, just when the best time is. You know, and that's definitely just a timing thing. It's definitely a learned thing. I am dropping, as you can see, a Twilight Council, because I definitely want to get Blink for my Stalkers, should this game, should he already have hard counters to my air. I definitely want to have Stalkers there to counteract the inevitable Viking Iterators combination. He is making static defense, which I assume, and I'm just going to take out as many of these guys as I can. And I'm just going to move into his base and sort of try and take everything out. I do see he's got a couple of Vikings and the Raven. Definitely don't like those Ravens, man. Those can do some damage for sure. I do lose one too many, I feel. I think I only lost one, to be honest. But that static defense really can really tear you up. But I definitely want to take out the Vikings first, and then take out the Marines, and then I can sort of take everything else out. Static defense first, and definitely Starport is my main thing. You know, I'm not worried about anything that he can make on the ground. There's nothing on the ground that he can make that I'm worried about. I'm just gonna keep warping in those Stalkers, though. As you can see, I'm flooding minerals like mad. But I'm definitely gonna drop I think five more gateways, just to be able to, you know, spend my money. Got the Starport done, and my next thing is gonna be not that. I'm just sort of wasting time here. I'm gonna take out the command center. I'm gonna move my Stalkers down. I definitely want to try and head off any ability to move bases. Still got my Void Rays going. Got another 4 there, and you can see I did have 7, but now I've only got 4. Something happened and I didn't see it. I believe it was multiple Vikings, if I remember correctly. I watched the replays almost after every game, but I can't remember. 4 gateways. I'm sorry. I do have Blink going, and I've got a robotics facility going. I saw a a banshee, a cloaked banshee, and I know she's coming, but I don't know how long she's going to be able to stay cloaked. But you can see that she's right there at my third. There's nothing I can do. But I'm just going to get her onto my stalkers because I think she's like she's not being controlled. She's just following them. And I'm just going to move around with these guys, just sort of get her attention until hopefully her cloak goes away. There's definitely got a couple of Vikings. This is definitely a better macroed Vikings than I've dealt with for a little bit. He definitely could have microed even better than this, but he definitely was trying to pull me into those static defense, which were just going to absolutely tear me up. Which was a good idea. It's definitely what he should have done, and it's definitely what a couple of my other opponents that I've beaten with this should have done. They do counter him, these Vikings. They do make enough to counter him. They just don't micro like they should. Though that's my thinking. You know, maybe there's just nothing that they can do, but micro usually beats. The better micro player typically wins. I don't want to say always or most of the time, but typically better micro wins games. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do if you're getting hard or something like that. But these Vikings, they've got such a long range on these Void Rays. You definitely want to be careful. You definitely want to try and pull them out, because you can see, I mean, I'm almost down to just 2. But I'm going to bring in my Stalkers, have my Stalkers take out the Vikings, and then my Void Rays can come in. Do it. I forgot to target the Viking though. But they get surrounded. The Marines and the SCVs and the Hellions, they sort of take everything out. But definitely going to take out that Barracks. I'm feeling pretty good about this game. I've still got 6 Void Rays. Got 1 on the way. Definitely should have more. But I'm feeling pretty good about this game. Now he's not really doing anything. He should have quit already, but he didn't. So I'm assuming that he's got a proxy base. But I do need to take out this base before I just go hunting. Before I just go around hunting. Because unless he had it since the beginning of the game, he's not got enough minerals. You can see he's got 5,000 minerals and 1,000 Vespene gas. It's just really not my day. But you can see he's pulling all of his SCVs. They're going to his other base, so I know he's got another base. And he's got a Widow Mine in the ground. Well, he's got 2 actually. I do see this one. Luckily, it's getting made. I do manage to kill it right before he digs into the ground. Luckily, but I've only got 3 Void Rays now because I'm not macroing at home. So I'm just gonna make a bunch of Stalkers. Just gonna sort of send them around, trying to see what I can see. And there goes my Void Rays. I don't know why I ran. There's nothing I can do. But I do have an observer out, so I'm gonna send her down, or him, whatever. I'm gonna send it down there, and I'm just gonna queue up, I think 8 or 9 Void Rays just to get my count back down. Kill that one, and just gonna go, go about my day. Like I said, this is 13 minutes, and I've killed 2 of his bases. He's still not quit. That just happens sometimes, Sometimes they'll have 1 SCV and 50 minerals, and they just won't quit. And then you've got to run around all of creation just to try and find them. But that's just the way some people play, Sometimes they feel like, okay, well, maybe if I can hide and I can get enough static defense and I can, do this or that, and I can come back in this game. And that's happened before. I mean, I've done it. Other people have done it against me. Where I'm far too lazy in my attack, and I don't do it fast enough or whatever. And they do. They manage to come back and good on them and all that. But at a certain point you're beat, and But that's my thoughts on it. But I'm going to send these guys, excuse me, I'm going to send these guys over, and I'm just sort of running around, just going to look at all the bases. And after that, I'm just going to go mass Phoenix and You know, look for anything that's floating in the corners. But okay, but I do find him. You know, he's just moved, and it looks like he is pretty well set. He's got 4 Vikings up in the air, but my stalkers, you know, wipe him up. And it's not a big deal. He pulls his SCVs, and you know, the game's over. Whoa, what just happened? Well, hopefully that's not in the video. Because I'll have to redo. Whoa! I'll have to redo the whole video. Sorry about that. But you know the game's over, and he quits. GG. He didn't actually say good luck, have fun either. But you know that's whatever. Some people do, some people don't. But you know he was rather ambitious this game, I guess. He definitely didn't want to quit. That's for sure. But you know it was a good game. I liked holding back my Oracle and having something almost right away to hit him again. But it was a fun game. I'm doing a lot better against Terran with Sky Toss than I am anything else, and really enjoying it. But I'll have the build order down below, and if you like it, click that like button. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ta!